Question: who voluntarily spent the longest time in a cave? When Italian Maurizio Montalbini emerged after voluntarily isolating himself in an underground cave for 210 days, he was convinced that his cave experiment lasted only 79 days. Due to not seeing the change between day and night, he completely lost his sense of time. Over 7 months, the 34-year-old Maurizio read 75 books, spending 3 days per book, wrote stories, and kept a detailed diary. To eliminate contact with the outside world, he set up a pantry in the cave with food supplies. According to his estimates, he slept for 10 hours a day in his shelter, covering an area of 7 square meters. In some religions, retreat into complete solitude is considered a common spiritual exercise. For example, Tibetan monks used to literally wall themselves up in caves to be able to engage in meditation in complete solitude for several years, or even their entire lives. They also avoided contact with other people, silently receiving food through a small opening. However, through this same opening, they could observe the change between day and night, winter and summer. Obviously, this is very important for mental health. Question: how tall were the first people with tools? The height of these people was only about 120 centimeters, approximately the same as the average 7-year-old child today. The remains of these primitive people and their tools were found by paleontologists, scientists who study ancient history, in a gorge in Tanzania. The scientists who made this discovery called the people who lived almost 2 million years ago Homo habilis, skillful, clever people.
Question: which of the ancient humans most resembled us? About 35,000 years ago in Europe, Asia, and North Africa, there lived the so-called Cro-Magnons. Their remains were found mainly in the Cro-Magnon cave in southwestern France. Of all the primitive people, they most closely resembled us today, more than, for example, Neanderthals. Now, the height of the Cro-Magnons was approximately 170 centimeters, and the build of their bodies resembled ours. They lived near caves, leaving behind magnificent cave paintings. Before them, Europe was inhabited by Neanderthals, who were shorter, about 150 centimeters, and had stronger bones. Neanderthals had a long, flat skull with prominent brow ridges. Since they lived in Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East during the Ice Age, they probably had very high cold tolerance. They hunted huge animals such as mammoths and rhinos. Their remains were found in 1856 in the Neander Valley near Dusseldorf. They became extinct at the same time as the appearance of Cro-Magnons. It is assumed that this new, apparently more mentally developed type of human displaced the old one. Therefore, Neanderthals are not considered our direct ancestors.